Today's sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visitor sideline, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. Certainly not the start they envisioned for themselves. Losers in 2 out of their first 3 games, including falling short last week. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, the designated home team here in the Irish capital.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, so happy to be here. We are underway from Dublin, folks, in the NFL International Series. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And inside give to Jones. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Deontay Johnson deep for the Steelers. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he went through 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers. First down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, set. 19-18.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, going to their tight end. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this one is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Thielen going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And got his man, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That is caught by Thielen. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is McCarthy. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Vikings, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 5-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights.
Steelers nothing.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Completes it to Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
50. 319. 1030. Go to 50. Hey, you walk over here. Hey, Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Warren. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out comes Minnesota. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Now McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. 2nd down and 6 now.
Jefferson. 4 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back Jaylen Warren headed back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So these two teams off to their locker room. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. 2nd half kickoff ready to go.
Will Reichard, the kickoff.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Now, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
26, 258, back north.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Nifty move. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Rodgers now to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 40-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oswald good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ballgame because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard.
They'll go again to Jones. Oh, nice. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Here's McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
The 15-yard line.
A give to Jones. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Let's go now. 19, Charger, 19.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, hey.
Now Jones. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
McCarthy going to sneak it. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You got to get low and burrow.
He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. Calling a gain of a yard. And third and 8 now.
Brings up third and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught. It's Miller. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 24-yard line.
On play action. Now Rodgers. A short one there to Fairview. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of
Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a third and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
He'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 12-yard line.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Now he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
McCarthy off the play fake. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings 15-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
The 10-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin from 10 yards out. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw McCarthy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. One last shot at the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. The Bears are going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Myself.